Ooh. Hello and welcome to
And if you have
Wednesday
an
night.
interest in toy photography, looking to improve your camera skills, I wasn't supposed to do that right away.
No, not right away. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs. I'm your host, Mr. Marn Toyfer, and I am joined by the founder of the NECA Illuminati, the delayer shipments, the procrastinators, the perfect person, the brightest man on our screen, the two-time daddy.
Is it bright?
Oh, you are so bright. You were a beacon.
Why didn't you say
the
something
beacon?
earlier?
Because I couldn't see it because I was on the starting soon screen.
Oh.
The beacon
God,
is lit.
let's
Gondor needs aid. My YouTube wife, Mrs. Marn Toyfair, Jarmar _games.
I feel like I'm probably too dark.
We're not only that, but we were also joined by the consumer of all things vile, one of the former co-hosts of the Figuratively Speaking podcast, the man with more titties than you can talk about, Corey. And last but never least, he is the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over. He is the man known as Beard Spice. He is the man Optimus Prime popped, and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the Master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking the show off the rails, Nate. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is anyone else admiring the fact that Corey currently has the
Wolverine.
No, I was thinking of Jim Carrey's version from Pet Detective, Ace Ventura.
nice. Hit us with an alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
There we go. That's a reference.
That maybe
If you
three
get that
people-
reference,
Oh, yeah.
get your prostate checked.
Oh.
If you're watching this, you've definitely seen.
Not necessarily.
Do not go
There's no
in there.
way.
Yeah,
We watched it before. It was problematic just getting in there before, you know.
Chris P in the chat says Jamar is so bright, I gotta wear shades.
Yeah.
That's on the producer.
If only we had one. This would be fine.
That dude's fine.
That dude doesn't get paid, so. Oh man, yeah. I just when I'm setting things up, I can't see Discord because I'm messing in OBS.
Am I so bright?
No, you're fine now.
Oh, okay,
You're a little
okay.
brighter than you are, but you're fine.
Oh, I feel like the lights are darker. But we got it. We're good.
Sure. Whatever you say. I'm not here to argue. Well, sometimes.
That'd be the first.
Not the whole
So,
point of this. Was to
What
argue.
happened to Phoenix?
So Marvel is fucking stupid for the way that they did that. Because, like, I told you how, like, it has the little foothold that she, like, sits in. The problem is, like, she just, like, she'll be there for a while, and then over time, she'll be, like, you need to have something that, like, a peg or something that she can, like, hook into.
Yeah.
It's so
They do forget how gummy they make their plastics.
Yep.
Yeah, which, I mean, it wasn't, I think it's more so the stand than her, because, like, if I hold her by her toe, she's fine. But I think just inside there, there's, like, too much, like, space or something. Like, it clicks in, but I think it's probably pretty hollow beyond that. And because of that, it gives her room to, like, slowly maneuver away. So, but, I don't know. I'll figure something out.
Do you have air conditioning?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, just wait till August. She'll be bending. She'll be bending like Beckham
Oh, because it's so hot.
because it's so hot.
It gets
And
hot way
she's-
before August.
Yeah, but
But-
August is like hot.
Yeah.
The hottest. Yeah.
Well, the way things are going,
What's the hottest
it's
month?
gonna be October is gonna be the hottest month of the year.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah, because right now we are about to be in June, and, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at it, but we're in the 50s. Like, that's just
I'm
wild. to me.
mad at it.
I
It is
prefer.
directly affecting my livelihood.
It's the rain, really, for me. But other than that, take
Yeah.
it.
Chris says, Jamar, you look marvelous.
Yeah, thank you.
Junior Martinez, Super 7 finally going under, question mark, or I don't know if they're going under, but boy, oh boy, they are shitting the bed every chance they get.
I
What's
think they're
the
going under.
latest?
Well, I mean, they laid off like over half their staff or some shit,
Uh,
including like head designers who were like the people who made the 2003 Ninja Turtles that just hit the market. So, like,
Sweet.
yes, that makes sense.
yeah, so if you're
They're
getting
like-
rid of like your top talent, that just means to me that like you clearly need some money and you're just chopping away at whoever makes the most. Because you think you'd get rid
But
of like maybe that dumb Super 7 store that probably doesn't need to exist and like stuff like that actually costs a lot of money than the people who are making your toys, but that's just me.
yeah, I'm just glad I got this guy before they started talking about going under.
The joke was on you. I feel like that it's been like they've been on the cusp of going under for years now, including while that was in production.
For a little while.
They're
Oh,
weird.
You don't
business-
think he wasn't sweating it?
I was sweating it. I was sweating it big time. Like, they've had shady business practices for like the longest time, to the point where I was like, okay, I'm not pre-ordering anything from you anymore. Like, if I want something, it's strictly Big Bad, where I can be safe to,
Yeah.
you know, think about it. And
And there's no
now-
chance of them taking your money and running.
well, yeah, because can you imagine the people that pre-ordered these like last couple of Ninja Turtle waves, the what is it, Splinter and
Oh,
Shredder and-
Elite Rock.
Foot Soldier and was it Shredder?
Yeah, Shredder.
I'd be so freaked out right now. Jamar, did you pre-order those?
No, I haven't even gotten the turtles yet. I have them at
I-
Big Bad Toy Store, but
The only
We'll see.
places I think are currently shipping them is Entertainment Earth. Because everyone I've seen who's got them from Entertainment Earth. I don't even think I think people have gotten them from there and
Okay.
maybe direct, because I've seen some people with the pack of heads, but nothing from Amazon, nothing from Big Bad, nothing from Nerdzoic. Like, it seems to be just those two. So I don't know if it's shipping in waves, or maybe they fired enough of their warehouse that Brian's down there packing them up himself.
He posted something like he was at like a movie, at some movie, almost like a con, but like a small one. It looked like a tiny thing, and he was like in the lobby shucking some action figures. I was like, oh, this is a bad look.
Oh, so he didn't even
Like,
have a booth. He was just in the lobby.
No, they had a booth like it looked like the lobby of a movie theater or something. It was something that had to do with kaiju, and I was just like, this looks weird to me.
In his defense,
Maybe
all of his
I'm
Godzilla
reading-
lines seem to not be doing well, so he probably need to unload some stock, and what better place than like a kaiju convention?
Yeah,
fair.
I don't know. They have been a weird company for a very long time.
I feel like it's been their MO forever, so like, we're not too surprised. Yeah, we heard it.
That's how you know the wife's home. Chris, those head packs would have been in with the figs a few years ago. Using the head packs to entice
Absolutely.
people to pay them up front tells you a lot. Honestly, no. I feel like that's just a smart business practice. Like, if you want to get the money up front and not have to, deal with the in between, and you want to like get all of the money.
If you want to
Give
get
them
the
a
money
reason-
up, potentially go out of business and not give anybody.
Well, there's
anything.
other companies. There's a lot of Japanese companies that do that, where if you order direct from them, you get like bonus accessories, because then they get the full amount. Like, if it's a $50 figure, they get all $50, so they get all the profit. Versus if you buy it from a retailer, well then Super 7 only got $35 instead of $55.
What kind of accessories? I just feel like the heads.
It just came with the
Swappable heads
the
is-
swappable heads.
No, I get
It's just
you.
like
I'm just
four
saying in general, like, because to me, like, head swaps should be something that's in the box. It shouldn't be.
Well, they have extra heads in there. These are just additional ones.
It just feels like with how backwards Super 7 has went with like packing accessories in the box, it just kind of feels a
Oh, don't get me wrong.
little
They
grimy.
have gotten shisty with how much they put in the box compared to where they were 5 years ago. But in general, I just
And
feel like that's a smart idea. Like if you want people to pre-order directly from you and you make all the money, so you're not losing some of it to the e-retailers. Why not? Like I said, there's Japanese companies that I think it's is it Kyoto? Like one of them, you get like additional heads or face plates or like different weapon or something like that if you pre-order direct versus like pre-ordering from a retailer. So that part.
And how many? Because I've never purchased through Super 7. How often have they done this before?
They did a lot with the Godzilla line, which was upsetting because usually it was a situation where they gave you the blast effects that way instead of giving you instead of it just being like a different head or something like that. So that was a little annoying, but
they've been doing it for a while now, though. I feel
a couple of years, I
Mhm.
want to say.
they did it with like the Conan lines. They were. I feel like they were doing it with for everything for a minute.
Except for the turtle line until now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I have
Never
those two.
affected me until now. Now it's an issue.
I have those
Honestly,
pre-ordered through, but
the pack of the
I was
four
watch-
heads, there's only one that I feel like should have been packed with the figures, and that's the
Mhm.
Mikey one, because the Mikey one's got like that. I almost feel like his iconic like wink and smile that he like does. I think even in the intro, like that should have been packed in and switched out one of the other heads. But beyond that, the other ones are just kind of like slightly different. It's nothing crazy. The Thundercats heads with the glow eyes should have definitely been with the figure. They started with GI Joe accessories and made it standard across all lines after their sales started to drop.
the glow eyes though aren't like traditional glow eyes. Like if we're talking about like the original, were they the battery operated in vintage? Oh yeah, because they had the little ring. Duh, I forgot. But I mean, I don't see how that could have been included from the get go because that's like a whole operation.
They're talking about the ones those special packs had just like glow eyes, not like lit.
Oh, like painted.
Yeah,
Painted.
like glow in the
Yeah.
dark.
Just
like
to mimic that look.
The symbol shoots up, and then they're all like, "Oh, laser pointer, got it."
Meow meow meow.
Yep.
All right. Well, enough of this very very depressing topic. I can tell we're making Nate sad, and we agreed that there's too many sad things in the toy community, which is why we're doing Onlyfigs instead of the pod tonight. So let's talk about some toys that we bought. Nate, do you have a numbers game for us?
I do.
Is it how many months are left in Super 7?
No, it's not a great one. It's not a great one for multiple reasons. One, I mean, I don't even know what I'm talking about here. But I needed a number. So this is this number is the aggregate score
What's that
on
word mean?
IMDb. So it has to be between 1 and 10. But the actual score for the Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2. If you know, you know.
Specifically Episode 2. Okay. Now I know. Yeah.
I thought we talked about no Warner Brothers.
Dude,
Oh, that's a you thing.
yeah, that's a you thing. Two, I didn't know that was Warner Brothers. And three, I hadn't even watched this show. I needed a number.
So it's the score of what IMDb gave it.
Not just IMDb, it's the aggregate score of IMDb users.
Okay, so it's okay. So you keep seeing that word, and I'm like, I don't know what that word means.
Cumulative.
Okay. That word I know.
I'll give it a little bit.
So it's 1 through 10. Fuck.
I mean, if you want to put a decimal point on it, you may. It could help you.
Yeah, I really don't fucking know because it could go either way. Because I could see video game.
You know,
bitches.
have you watched it?
Yeah, I'm caught up on the season. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you know. Then.
Yeah, I know what episode is. That's why I'm just like, it could like video game. Whiny bitches could be review bombing it, or it could be based on just like in general. like people actually liking it. I don't know. I've got mine. Is it?
That's why I picked it, because I was surprised at the score.
I thought you were going to say the finale, because the finale seemed to like get a lot of flack from people too, which didn't make sense to me.
They already had the finale for
Yeah,
season
it makes
2?
sense.
This past Sunday.
No shit. Well,
Yeah.
I can get why people are not happy about
Break
the
my
I
finale.
mean,
Warner
that's what
Brothers-
happens when you
Wait.
break it up into 2 seasons, and it's gonna be like a
Right.
year and a half before you see the next season.
which makes the finale bad.
Yeah, but I mean
Is-
it also follows the game, so like,
Except for in the game, you immediately go into the second
well,
part. So I'm just
then
saying,
go play
they
that.
didn't
You got 2 years. Go play the game,
So
have-
wait, how
it was
many
bad.
episodes are in this season?
huh?
7.
7?
Yeah.
It just gets smaller and smaller. It's so stupid.
Well, they did it that way because they had to split up in 2 seasons, because the game is so big, because it follows both Abby's story and Ellie's story.
I guess, or just make the season bigger. It's a fucking streaming service.
Yeah, and streaming services don't like to do the 14 to 24 episodes anymore. They're all like 10 or less.
Yeah.
They don't like to do that. They don't like to do that anymore.
It doesn't seem like it.
They're
I
like,
know.
we don't like to give them a normal season.
Yeah.
Thank God. Can you imagine the fact that I sat through 22 to 24 episodes of Smallville for 5 years like I did? Jesus.
There are certain
You're complaining, but you've probably sat through 4,700 episodes of Price is Right.
Yeah. 'Cause
So-
it's good.
I'm watching
Actually,
the.
I've
Star
only
Trek-
been through 37 episodes of The Price is Right at this point.
Jesus Christ, is it still in black and white?
Well,
Or was it ever in
Well,
black and white? I don't know. I'm just
I don't
making
know.
up-
This is from 1982.
I don't think it was it?
No, it was,
No,
it was-
There,
it was-
'cause I-
like
they
Bob
started-
Barker was probably alive when things were black and white, but I don't think
Yeah.
The Price is Right was around yet.
I don't think so.
But I'm watching the original season of Star Trek, and there's only 13 episodes in the first season of that, which kind of blew me away.
How many are in the second season though?
I don't know, like 812.
Yeah. Well, see, that's probably because like it was like a, they only got greenlit for so many, and then it was successful, so they kept going.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I don't know how many are in season 2 yet. I just keep watching them. They're actually really good. I was surprised.
All right, do we have our numbers?
Oh,
Yeah.
ready.
On you.
I'm literally sitting here with my fucking board up here while you're talking about Star Trek.
Your board is making me bored.
Oh, my
Let's
God, I'm gonna
go.
smack you in the face. All right, and 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So, because it is not a Price is Right related question, we are going to go outside of Price is Right rules, and I'm going to give it to Corey because it was 9.2.
Damn. That's actually
That's
legitimately
surprising.
shocking.
I did not expect it to.
Why-
I figured it was because it
Exactly.
was a great episode, but I figured it was a situation where like all the whiny fanboys were like, "Meh, meh, meh, meh."
As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, fuck, I went too high.
Nope. I mean, you did,
Hey, I
Sort of.
did.
but
Chris says you guys need to stay on one topic. I can't correct you fast enough because he's been going at it. IMDb users are a little more sophisticated than Rotten Tomatoes. Not much, but Smallville was weekly, though. You couldn't immediately rewatch and binge it. Cave Kai. It's weird. Big Bad Twister isn't getting some of the McFarlane pre-orders like Hawk Girl. I had to get it from the McFarlane store, which I hate doing. I think that's just more so a sign, one of like the fact that that line is ending because they're losing the license, but also I feel like it's just not.
why do I have to scream at you with a megaphone that it at this point publicized is running through Supergirl, which is at least a year from now.
That's still.
So it's not ending
It is
like
ending,
right now.
but it's ending
Like we
soon
got to
enough.
cut back on production on Hawk Girl because this line is ending in a year.
But think about it this way: if you're a buyer for a company, and
Is it just an exclusive? Do we know that?
I don't
Is it-
think so. I think it's
What?
it's hitting stores. But if you're a buyer for a company and you find out, hey, this line is no longer going to exist in a
They're
year or
not
so.
that. You give people too much credit.
I do when they work for fucking Big Bad Toy Store. It's a fucking
Well,
toy.
Probably just
like
a spreadsheet though of like,
Oh,
all
definitely.
right, we see this,
Toy
and then
Store is not going to be cutting back orders on the end of a line.
I mean, they might because there's a chance that people might ditch the line early and then they get stuck with a bunch of product.
or maybe they get them for cheaper.
I
like,
mean,
hey,
they might get them cheaper down the
You gotta
line
cut a
when
cost. You
McFarlane
gotta
has
cut
to
costs on
liquidate.
this.
Hawkgirl just showed up on Amazon today, so I would say by the end of the week it might show up at Big Bad. Like they're just slower at it. You never.
Big Bad's been getting.
I never watched Smallville only because of the opening credit song. I hated it.
Oh, it's so good.
No.
It is good for like 4 seasons, and then it should have ended in its 5th.
The show or
The
the
show?
song?
The show.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, it was like they changed the song.
No, I thought he was saying that they should have changed to a different song after 5 seasons. I'm like, at that point, you're too deep.
So
But it really fit for the show. Like
It did.
it was kind of an awesome song at the time,
Days
especially
and
when they
years
showed up and
and
stayed at the school gym,
it bugged the fuck out.
and the
of me.
one dude was like Remy Zero. And then there was that time that Chloe gave Clark her keys, and she said, "Here, take my Yaris, not her car, not her vehicle, her specific my Yaris." And she tossed it.
Good product placement right there.
Yeah, man, you gotta get them sponsorship bucks.
That's the only thing I remember from the show. I watched it religiously for 5 seasons, and then I realized this is not going to end the way I want it to. And then what I meant was it just wasn't going to end. And so I stopped.
Yeah.
And then Oliver Queen showed up, and I watched it for like a season because he was awesome.
Dude, right?
It's Smallville. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had Flash,
Yeah,
Aquaman, Green Arrow.
Isn't he Jack Reacher?
Yep.
Isn't he the new Jack?
No, that's not that guy.
Yeah,
He
it
was
is.
on,
Yeah, it is.
He's that old?
Yeah.
not the guy that played Oliver Queen.
No, he's talking about Aquaman.
No, he's an Aquaman.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
which
Aquaman,
is hilarious because the guy who played Oliver Queen in Smallville also played Aquaman in that pilot of the series that they didn't make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where it gets confusing. So, yeah, no, that is that guy.
Anyways, I have a ton of stuff to get through.
Oh, sorry, man. We
Yeah,
were talking
my bad.
Smallville. Sorry.
So I'm still.
Didn't we just do that 2 weeks ago? I thought nobody would have anything. Just because I don't hardly have anything.
I have a couple
gone
things, but I also have like
Awesome.
Spoilers.
Oh, no, go on, Corey.
Only because I'm scared that it's all over. So
Slay,
but
whatever
Oh.
they say.
So I got this guy only because I wasn't going to get him because I did not read this story with Swamp Thing where he was on another planet. This was $22 on Amazon, so he's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Since you bought it, I would have done the same thing. Because I saw it and I didn't buy it, but because it was like, it's almost $50, and I didn't read it either. And you don't necessarily look at it and think Swamp Thing, but yeah, for
Right.
$22, hells yeah.
And
Yeah.
it reminds me of like Swamp Thing from like the Kenner days where it was just
Yeah.
wackadoodle Swamp Things. So
Yeah.
every time I see it, it makes me think that it's something from Last of Us.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
does have a
I want to say Alan Moore wrote that story.
Last of
Where
Us.
he was, no, the Red Swamp Thing, where he
Yeah.
was on and found Our Man.
I keep seeing that one, and I'm just like, who the fuck is this?
Oh, it's one of the JSA members. He's a
JSA
great
member.
character.
Our Man
Hmm?
or Our?
I think H,
Like
not
our
O.
Like 60 minutes.
you are.
Oh, okay.
He only has
He
superpowers
hold-
for an hour.
And he has
So
a
that
TV
literally
show.
is his thing.
Oh god.
But Justice Lords Batman.
I love the Justice Lords.
Love the Justice Lords, but there is definitely no way we're probably getting any of the other ones. So that's a bummer.
They
Um,
did Superman at least, right?
They did Superman, but
Okay.
that's it. No, nobody else.
I mean, as Nate said, they've got a year. I'm sure they could,
They just announced
them
a
out.
whole bunch of shit today.
yeah, but with Justice Lords, they would have to like newly sculpt some
Well,
peeps.
they're probably not going to do that.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. And with the FOMO, I decided I showed you guys on our stream or on our chat But I thought it'd be cool. I really wasn't into getting the real life GI Joe military dudes just because it's like, I don't know. I like the fantasy aspect of it, but then I thought about it. It's like, oh, these could actually be, like GI Joe characters. Like this is blatantly Night Fox character that was made in the early 2000s, and this is totally Hit and Run.
Hello, everybody.
Hit and Run. I'm calling him Hit and Run anyway.
So they haven't made a Hit and Run?
No,
they have. Oh.
No, they haven't made a Hit and Run, and this dude's just like military trooper guy.
Yeah.
Like he's in the real world, like, but he's totally Hit and Run. Hit and Run looks exactly like this.
Or he would if it was real.
Right.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
And the last dude, he's a diver dude, but he was also $22 on
$22.
Amazon.
That's not bad.
Yeah, look at all this stuff you get.
I didn't. Yeah, I might pick some of those up now that they're starting to come down in price. I just didn't really care about the non-character aspect of it. That's not my GI Joe or whatever. But
with my explanation, no, huh?
Yeah, you can make it work.
Especially if they're never going to get around to making a Hit and Run. So,
why
you can totally name that guy Holy Diver.
That's his name. I was thinking about making him into Fumbles from Robot Chicken, because that's like one of my favorite skits of all time. And if you guys haven't watched that, it's some genius stuff. But I got this in the mail from the Four Horsemen. It was a convention exclusive.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
That's awesome, actually, because I know the Warrior Beasts a little bit. I've never had any of them or anything, but that's really cool that they did an homage.
Well, this is the second one. They did the first one they did was for ZoloCon exclusive, which was Skullman. That thing's like way too much money out of my reach now. But I didn't realize they were doing this either. But this would totally go with Masters of the Universe. And collector friendly packaging. Gotta love that. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah, it's got you just pull it out.
Little tabby doos.
Do what with it, Michael?
You just pull it out.
Don't slide it. Pull it.
Yeah, pull it.
I got the best mom in the world, right?
Oh.
The best. You didn't open her yet?
No, not yet. But I would have to say this is contender for one of the best NECA figures in terms of likenesses ever made. Like it's stupid. It's crazy. They shrunk her down. They unburied her and then went back in time, shrunk her down. That's her. That's just that's a little person in there.
I was wondering where that was going. I got very confused. They shrunk her down. They went back in time. They did the hokey-pokey.
I brought you home. With her in the mail, I also got Dracula. He's cool. I wish he was like not so like stoic and just kind of like, I'm just chilling. Like, couldn't there be like a face with like his teeth showing? Like not.
That's what the mask is for.
Well,
he's also lived for so long. He's just bored.
So I think it's weird because it's definitely supposed to be a cross between, random Asian guy and Bela Lugosi, but now he just looks like James Hong.
Yeah. I
know, right? You can recreate your favorite Seinfeld moments.
You're probably gonna put the other head on though.
It's just all the other ones are like really, they just really pop, and this one's kind of like, I don't know.
Aren't there two different versions of that one?
There's three actually.
Yeah,
there's this version, and then a red one, and then I think a purple one coming out too.
With the gold, doesn't it have like the gold.
Yeah.
Apparently, you should have got the purple one with the gold grill.
I don't know.
But Jarmar's point, are you going to display him without one of those other badass helmets?
No, he's definitely getting that
all right.
on. But
I get what you're saying, but yeah,
To open it and see it, you're like, okay.
yeah.
I get that.
Yes, thanks for the effort.
But ultimately, I think this is where I end with the turtle monsters, because the ones they showed, if those ever come out, like, I'm not too keen on. Like, they look way too stylized. They don't even look like they're part of the same line. So
Wasn't there a specific change in it? Like, didn't they say was it Toy Fair or whatever, that there was it was based more on like a specific artwork style?
Well, Gorman is the guy that sculpted all of these, but I don't know. I feel like they just gave him like at the end now they're just like carte blanche, allowed to do whatever you want. And the mashup, it's like a lot of people really like that Krang android body being robot, being the, I can't remember what it is.
Was it this Island Earth?
The Metaluna mutant, and then also Robot Monster, where it's like the gorilla. So they put they like mashed all that together.
Yeah, but it is way stylized. That robot gorilla is way stylized.
And then the other one is just a two-headed Ninja Turtle. So I'm like, those don't do much for me.
It looks cool, but yeah, it doesn't do anything for me either.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It honestly, looking at it and then trying to envision them set up with the other ones, it's like that doesn't even work. But and then I got this from Big Bad Toy Store.
What is that?
Ronin Warriors. I don't know. I think you guys are a little too young for this stuff. This is like Power Rangers before Power Rangers. I've been collecting all of them. They're from Sentinel, they're a cool brand.
Yeah, Sentinel did the Into the Spider-Verse figures.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you were getting these. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Well, when Bandai came out with the ones and the spirits, I was all about those, and then I saw those price tags, and I was like, nope, that's never happening. But now, being in a better spot, I was like, yep, I'm gonna at least have one set of Ronin Warriors, and they got all the Warriors out. Now they're onto the villains. But if this is the end, that would suck. But not getting Tulpa. But
I need to look that up.
Oh yeah, they're great.
That was around the time of Gundam Wing, or maybe a little bit before. I remember the figures being in stores. Like, they were cool figures.
I mean, I loved Gundam Wing. That stands as my favorite Gundam, but I don't remember those.
Well, this wasn't Gundam. It was around the same time.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, like...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Gundam Wing in America was
it's on to you.
I know what you're saying. But also, another Amazon buy.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's electric.
Yeah, that looks great for $22.
Yeah, I mean...
Are you going to peel off the things so you can have your Jamie Foxx figure?
Oh, no. I like his mask.
Like, have people done that? Is there anything under there?
Oh, yeah. The sculpt looks like him. It just has a giant hole in his face where they had to plug in the electricity. So it was a situation where they clearly planned on trying to make it, but couldn't get the licensing rights to his face, or didn't want to pay how much ever he wanted or something like that.
It's interesting how they pulled like a Godzilla, MonsterVerse Godzilla with his energy blasts, like, because if you guys remember in the first movie he was in, he was all blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's the traditional yellow. I like these energy effects though. They clip on his wrists, so it's cool. These wires right here suck though. Like, he's got a double jointed knee, but if you use the top, these pegs come out of his leg. Like, they didn't engineer for you.
It's not mode. I just thought it would be
So, but this pose is good enough. And then
can't believe they didn't have the swappable head with the hair beam. It's just really funny of him. With the
yeah.
For what they were trying to get for that figure, it could have given an extra head.
Yeah.
What was the normal price of that?
30?
30
or 35, one of the two.
That's stupid. Yeah, 20 is where it should be. But
so less than a normal Marvel Legends figure?
Yes. It should be normal price Marvel Legends figure. I'm saying $20 should be the normal price. But so more Masters figures. These guys are awesome. Nate showed these off a couple weeks back. Incredible. They were actually able to keep the action feature on Roboto, cool. Which is neat.
All right, Jarmar, what's his name?
Iceman. Nah, it's something robot, isn't it?
Roboto.
Robot.
Oh, okay.
Then this is like, this dude blew me away. Like,
yeah, and you great.
Making a Randor this cool. He's got Prince Valiant in the Knights of Justice type of feel to him, which is awesome because historically, if you guys a little taste of what happened back in the day, but Masters of the Universe got canceled and the toy line went away.
What'd they do? Did
King
He-Man
Arthur
say the N-word?
No. But King Arthur, this toy line was kind of their spiritual successor because all the molds for some stuff was used in the Prince Valiant line. So I think that's really neat. I would love to hear if that was actually done on purpose or not. And then going to go through these real quick. All the new Origins figures, Master Universe Origins figures.
So you not open those too?
What's that?
Do you not open the cartoon ones too?
No, I haven't been. Any of them on these like vintage looking with the with the cool artwork. I've been keeping those on card. But I gotta say the Frosta and the the Catra, their face sculpts, it's like they're too good for an Origins figure. It's like, yeah, you went a little too far with the well done sculpt for the figure that's supposed to look vintagey with new articulation.
But isn't this also based off of the cartoons? So wouldn't it make sense for them to update the faces?
Yeah, they are. But what I'm saying is, like, these faces are too realistic. They don't even look like almost cartoons. They're like, they're almost Masterverse style, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because I always also see the Battle Cat and I'm like, he looks cool.
But he's dope. I love him. Baker. He's a cheap ripoff, but that is how he looked in the cartoon, so whatever.
I mean, that makes more sense than him being blue, because that's a better disguise if I'm He-Man instead of being like, I'm He-Man. But cold? Are you
can't
stop breathing?
There's not logic in Masters Universe. There's no.
I mean, there clearly was, at least in the cartoon.
So, Buzz Off, he's cool. And then the last one, which is freaking hilarious. I love him. Invisible Skeletor with Orko outfit on.
That's dope.
It's so silly.
I don't remember this.
It's in the. That's also cool. On the back, they tell you which episode they were in. So in the episode Disappearing Act, he puts on this helmet of invisibility, and then he wears Orko's cape, which is so silly looking. I love it. So, and that is all of my stuff.
Why would you put a cape on if you're trying to be invisible?
Right? Yeah, that's the question. I was like, that seems redundant.
I think we're gonna have to watch the episode together to find out, because I don't remember.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. I think you're going through a tunnel.
He also doesn't watch either. Can't read or watch.
Yeah, I'm actually blind and deaf.
Hey, Michael, I said we were going to watch that episode. You're not answering your phone. I'm outside of your house, though. I got my DVDs.
Beep.
You hear the dog barking.
Yeah. Michael's inside.
Me in the background going, shut up! All right.
You're in there.
So I've got a few things. First, I had a pre-order come in that I paid for a while ago, and it was back ordered, and it finally showed up, and that is the Ultimate Edition WWE CM Punk, which
cool.
for the most part I'm happy with, but in usual Mattel fashion, there's some paint app issues, so you can kind of see it's messed up on that star. A couple of their heads have some schmutz on it. So yay, WWE Mattel, always putting out great quality. What else we got here? I finally found.
Can't wait for those DC figures.
Well, they do seem to do
For a
fine
year.
with they seem to do fine with Motu. It's just that for whatever reason, the wrestling line always
I don't
has
know.
issues.
I feel like they're pumping out so many wrestlers and stuff. Like they, sometimes you see wrestlers and I'm just like, hey, that one looks pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I don't think the Ultimates though. The Ultimates are weird.
I like the Ultimates. Those are the only ones I think I'd be interested in buying.
You don't buy Epic? Or
I don't buy. That's the only one I own right now. I'm probably gonna get the Outsiders Kevin Nash, just 'cause, like, CM Punk's my favorite wrestler, and then after that it's Kevin Nash. If they ever get the license back to do Sting figures and they do a Sting Ultimate, I'll get him. But I don't really do a lot of wrestling figures. But yeah, I just it was CM Punk, so I did that.
I just don't like that ab joint on those Ultimates. I think it looks weird.
I do agree that they don't do it as well as Hasbro does, but I prefer that over the ab crunch because I feel like it gives them a little more maneuverability. Also, like the butterfly shoulders. So.
Oh yeah, they have those. I forgot about that.
The Elites, they finally gave them double jointed elbows, but that's about it. So I did finally find the Last Ronin Michelangelo, so that was fun.
Oh, the Night Watch, that's one.
Yeah, because that one I never picked it up, and then it sold out for a while. But then Target got a restock, and I found him, so that was fun. This one is more of something I bought that I ended up using for something else. So the Gamerverse Venom came out, and he had that really cool drool effect. So I butchered that drool effect and painted it to give my anniversary Venom some slime drool. It's kind of hard to see.
What it come with?
The
Who'd it come
Gamerverse
with?
Venom.
Oh,
He had. I mean, I had to trim it down because it was fucking the size of this
They're pretty
Venom's head.
massive.
Because how big that one is. Because that one's like a 10-inch tall Venom.
oh, you did it? You got that figure?
I did. I just wanted to fuck around with it.
Just for the effects piece, and then you got rid of it?
No.
That's a $60 figure.
I was gonna say,
I didn't pay $60 for it. But yeah, I did.
I do find it humor. You bitch about the prices of certain figures, and then you'll pay like $60 for a Venom.
I did not pay $60. I also got 90% of my money back when I sold it. So
what did you pay for it?
I paid under $50.
Who would
I just like how you're just being
pay
super
for the figure?
cagey about it.
I paid $45.
How'd you do that? Oh, okay.
So yeah, I paid $45 for it, and then I sold it without the effect for $45. So
Still.
Ooh, it's weird, but yeah.
Still.
Just
But
saying.
you know what? That's going to make for an amazing picture. And I'll be honest with you, if you have an interest in toy photography, looking to improve your camera skills, or simply looking for inspiration, Toytography magazine, I had to think about it for a second, it's been a while, has what you need. They offer an in-depth interviews with skilled artists, tips for lighting, composition, and other areas of photography, including buying a super expensive action figure for one effects piece, trimming it down, and then getting back 90% of what you paid. Figure posing and working with props, an artist wall, contests, and more. Quarterly magazine is available in digital and print, and visit their website at toytographymag.com. And you're also welcome to join the Facebook group Toytography Magazine Facebook page, where you can share your photos, discuss tips, participate in contests, and see you there. Except for me, which I will be banned from being anywhere on the internet next to Michael.
happen?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to know. Then I'll give in. I don't want to.
Side note, I missed something in the chat of Chris P. Mo2 Kurt. Wait, where'd it go? They got sued by Burger King for stealing their mascot. I need to know what this is. Or is he talking about that King guy that you guys had?
Yeah, King Randor. Show some respect. That's King Randor.
King Randor.
I'm sorry, he has a name like
Also-
Randor, and we're gonna be like show some respect.
Yeah.
Is Chris P's last name Chicken? has to be, right?
I
Chris
wish.
P.
That'd be amazing.
That would be my screen name for everything.
And he's got Burger King facts.
He's got Burger King facts.
Crispy
I can't.
fries.
He's going through and like correcting and giving little tidbits about all the things we're talking about, so I can't keep up with it. But yeah, he's got a lot in here. He's got last run Mikey hitting targets near him. The Mo2 cartoon was cheap and used He-Man animation for Faker. Only added the glowy eyes. Those sim effects were from the retro card Lady Electro. That's chicken the egg situation because I think he came out before she did.
Which one?
Electro.
She has those effects in that cart.
I don't know if she has these
That-
same ones, but she has something similar.
I'm gonna have to. I didn't even get her. I forgot all about her.
Mm-hmm.
Who's her?
A Lady Electro from the retro carded Spider-Man wave.
Oh.
Speaking of Marvel Legends, I finally hunt down and picked up the Comic-Con Deadpool.
Oh.
And he is so awesome. I love the articulation that they did, and I did spray.
So wait, which one is this?
This is the San Diego Comic-Con one. The 2-pack
From
with him
when?
and Bob. 2 years ago, 2023.
Oh, the 2-pack with him and Bob.
Mhm.
Okay.
I gave him the taco though. That didn't come with him.
Oh, that was a chili dog.
I didn't.
Should-
I haven't bought.
Chimichanga-
I mean, they haven't. The only time they've made a chimichanga accessory is with that 12-inch Deadpool, and unfortunately, I don't have the same shrinking technology that NECA does, so I can't shrink an old lady to make it into an action figure, let alone a chimichanga. But anyway, this is probably one of the best Deadpool figures I've ever owned, and I really like it. So, I also
I have a whole box of Deadpool figures if you want them.
You have a pool
why
of
do you have
them?
why do you have a box full of them?
How many tacos do they come with?
I think just one.
Only one of them came
So-
with a taco.
12 pack of tacos.
I almost bought that one at a toy show a few weeks back because someone had it for $20, and I was like, "Is it worth it for the taco?" And I was like, "I don't think anyone's gonna want this figure beyond that, so I don't think I should. It's not worth it. I can get the tacos. People are
That was a
selling
pretty good Deadpool though.
it.
Like that was like the
but-
more like serious style. Like
Mhm. Where he had like the shin guards and stuff. Like it was,
Yeah.
it looks great, but it just didn't age well because he's very thin. He's
I
still got
haven't looked at
a
him.
lot. Like he's got the like that was back when their knees would bow a lot in the package and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it did not age well. He still had those shitty like rubber weapons, so like the swords looked like they were like wavy.
Mhm.
That Deadpool is nice. He comes with the TMNT inspired weapons. He does, which was fun because like they got the little bow staff and the orange nunchucks.
That's
Honestly, the size are probably the coolest accessory he has because like they actually look like pretty nice and legit. But I hate the swords he came with because the sword looks like a fucking children's toy.
Technically, a katana is smaller.
technically you're
I thought
holding an
that's-
action.
It's
There's a
my problem isn't so much the size of it. I'm just talking about the fact that it's gray. Like they could have put some effort and maybe give it some silver
Make
paint
it
or
silver. That's
something.
what you-
Like it literally looks like something that you got at at Walmart to play as Leonardo, versus it being like an actual sword for him. Especially like with all of they painted all the buttons on his belt and the buckles and shit, but they couldn't paint his sword. So that just surprised me.
That being said, is it story specific where he actually does go and get Leonardo swords at Walmart? That would be hilarious.
amazing.
Yeah.
That
That's what
I'd be
they'll
on
say.
board with that then. I did spray him down with the Mr. Hobby, Mr. Super matte stuff just because the torso was glossy as fuck, but the rest of him was matte, and it was driving me crazy. So I sprayed him down to make him a little less shiny. And the last thing
Now, did you give Venom a complimentary spray before you sent him off?
No,
Give him a spritz.
I did
Just
not give Venom a
Complimentary
spritz.
spray.
Venom.
All right. I'm curious.
I jammed that green ooze in his mouth until it stayed in there, and then I painted some ooze on his tongue, and I sent him on his way.
Big figures that bug me.
Huh?
Big figures like that Venom, like logistically, like bug me, because I try to imagine, and the same thing goes for like characters like Ironmonger and stuff. I try to envision. I'm like, how is there a human body in there?
He's not that big.
Yeah, but
are you talking about the Gamerverse or that one? Because that one is the Gamerverse one. Yeah, that one's 10 inches.
The Gamerverse
tall.
one. So if his arms are like in those arms, it would be like his hands would be like at his bicep or something. Like the bending would not work. You get what I'm saying? It's stupid. It's a stupid thought.
It's a space fluid.
Right, but if it's like same thing with
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Same thing with like the Ironmonger suit. Like I'm like,
yeah.
That at least you can make sense of, because like he can stick down there and he's got like something to grab onto, like that he like is moving it. Like that makes like you can make sense of that. The alien suit is just weird because it's like, okay, but if his elbow's at where his armpit is when he puts his arm down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. G Marcus, Sufus, Robo, and Veebs sent me here. Hey, how's it going? We just had Veebs on Toy Therapy a week or two ago, so yeah, go check that out. I do have my last thing, which if you are here because of the thumbnail, this is probably what you came for, and that is the Maximum Hulk. And I know a lot of people are up in arms about this figure. I kind of like it. Like, I've been messing around with it. I did the Let's Pose video, and he's a lot of fun. I do have gripes. He's not perfect, but considering he's only $10 more than Spider-Man, I can't complain too much.
Only $10 more.
Well,
or maybe no, you were not on that side. Never mind.
Ultimately, Spider-Man was a little overpriced, so
fair, but still, like, he is. Normally, like if you're buying a Hulk figure, he's probably gonna be $35 to $40. A Spider-Man figure would be $25, probably $30 because of Spider-Man tax. So like, you're paying the $10 more, but then he came with a bunch of accessories. I still like, this is the only head I'll probably use because it's kind of like the look he had in Marvel vs. Capcom, and I don't like the other two at all.
I like the
I like the
you like the fucking
the teeth one,
the dopey looking one.
Yeah.
And
he's
also
like dopey. He's like Dale Cohen, like scary.
I don't know. To me, he just looks like one of the Beatles turned into the Hulk.
I mean, that's kind of what the Hulk looked like, but
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just very.
I think if the gums were maybe red, it wouldn't freak me out. I mean, I'm sure that's accurate, but I just feel like
maybe that's my problem. Maybe if you couldn't see the gums, maybe if it was just all teeth, I'd be more for it. Or maybe if his bangs weren't so thick. I mean, his hair just looks so luscious. I can't take him serious. But as far as I know Corey's big thing was the rubber upper torso. It doesn't feel quite the same quality as Storm, but it's definitely like similar. But it's very weird when you like first start messing with it, because you're just like it's just like you're not used to that with Marvel Legends. And also then when like it's weird because when you put his arms together to do the clap and stuff, it's like, now he's got cleavage, so you're just like, I don't know how I feel now. Yeah, it's a whole weird experience.
Have cleavage though? Like,
I mean, probably, but it's weird when your action figure suddenly has cleavage when it didn't. Like, and it's squishy.
It's weird when you're attracted to it. That's all.
And Jarmar's saying things like, "No one wants all teeth."
No one wants all teeth, and he's got big rubber cleavage. G Marcus as a Storm Collectibles guy. I love the rubber overlay idea for Hawk. He's incoming here this week for me. Yeah, I'm curious to know what you think when you get yours because I'm happy with it. I've had a few people comment in both directions on the Let's Pose video I put up on Monday, and there's been a couple people who are still like in the naysayers, and there's a couple people who are like, I was kind of leaning no, but this makes me kind of want him, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, if you don't have a Hulk figure, or you just really like the bright colors or the accessories, get it. Like if he would have been $70 or $80 like people thought he was going to be, no. But I'd say for what he is and what you get, the value's there.
So, Michael, what's going to happen when they do come out with a Marvel vs. Capcom Hulk? Are you going to get it?
It's gonna sell that one and
Sell this one without the accessories and get that one.
I don't think you're getting 90% of your money back on that one.
Didn't pay 100% on that one either. But anyway, so Nate, what you got?
Oh, what about Jarmar?
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
Jarmar.
he already knows I don't have anything. So yeah, Nate, come on down.
All right.
Sorry, Jarmar told me earlier, and my brain didn't even think to be polite and pretend.
Yeah. I don't think I showed this. I think I got this after.
No, I said do pod. I was like do pod because I don't have anything.
Yeah, he said let's do the pod,
Yeah.
but then neither of you had a subject, and then it
Then
came
it was
down
like,
to there's nothing
what do you want to do?
that
And I was
isn't
like, I don't
depressing
know.
to talk about. So I was like, all right, we're doing Onlyfigs.
Yeah.
He fucked it up if he was like, I want to do Onlyfigs. I got nothing.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, well, I did say it, and I only had a few things, but one of the things I have, which I don't believe I've shown off, but this was the year one Batman from McFarlane.
That does
He's
look
pretty.
really good.
Yeah,
He does. Like,
That looks Alex
I like that he's
Rossi.
doing the yes.
yeah.
Oh,
we're
this is
we're
kind of
doing
like the Carlton.
like a block, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I can't. You can't see it, right?
Yeah. Anyway, it is a lot of fun, and I'll tell you what, Wired Capes will take a mediocre figure all the way up to a banger in no time. Like,
You're not wrong.
I'm not necessarily saying it's mediocre, but I mean it's it's the usual McFarlane articulation scale. We know what we're getting, but yeah, do a cool pose. He looks amazing like that. So it's a fun figure.
And they make me the capes make me feel like I'm really good at posing when I'm not.
Yeah. But just as a side
That's some
note,
cape compensation.
we've now got year one and year two.
Nice.
So I don't think I read year 2. Why does he have a gun?
Because in the early stories he had a gun, so it's kind of like a
Homage.
hey, let's retcon and explain why he had one and that sort of thing.
What did he just have it to be like, hey, I'll shoot you, but I probably won't.
No, I think at that point he was like, I'm gonna.
Oh, just straight murdering people, just out there murking them.
To the back of the head.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to read the story.
I did get a package from Amazon Pulse, and it was kind of hilarious because
Amazon Pulse.
one shipped. What's that?
Amazon Pulse.
Amazon Pulse.
Yeah, Amazon Pulse.
Okay.
Hasbro Plus.
Hasbro Prime.
Isn't that it?
Hasbro Prime is what you were.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those.
Could just be on.
Like I got 2 packages sent out. One shipped on Tuesday through DHL, and one shipped on Wednesday through FedEx. I got the one from FedEx on Thursday, and then like a week later, I got the DHL one. But the first thing I got here is the Star Wars Vintage Collection Special Action Figure Set, The Journey of Anakin Skywalker.
Ooh.
So,
That's cool.
These sets are kind of their ways of like making some corrections on some things or making some updates. So like here's like the more recent Clone Wars or Ahsoka release done as like a Clone Wars version with like a different head, a Darth Vader with his Revenge of the Sith look, and then that more recent Darth Vader as well, but retooled up with that a see-through head. So
No Kid Anakin in that though.
Or Rat Tail Anakin.
yeah,
Huh?
no, none of them. So we go straight from Clone Wars to
That makes sense though.
Okay,
To
Chris,
end of the-
Crispy, why are you hating on DHL? DHL is amazing.
okay.
Do you have
But
issues
not
with
for
DHL?
me. I do.
I'll see. Anytime I've ordered things overseas, DHL gets that shit here in 2 days.
Oh they do great internationally or whatever, but when somebody ships it from Indiana, it takes a week and a half.
Well, they got to get somebody over here because they're not in America anymore.
I know. They're like, no, shoot. We gotta wait for someone to get here.
So, and then I got another 3-pack packaged a totally different way, and this is the Heir to the Empire set.
Oh yeah.
So I'll give this a chance to. I'm gonna open this up because I haven't opened it up yet. It's still in this box.
Also, those ones come in
accidentally
separate cards.
Yes. So
Wow.
like those, the other 3-pack is like a way of re-releasing figures that they've done, where these are generally all new, or at least a first-time release or something. Sometimes they'll throw in a one they've already done just to get you to, get that extra buck. These are
I accidentally bought 2 of those.
What's that?
I accidentally bought 2 of those packs,
Yeah.
and then they're going for crazy amounts of money now.
Already?
Yeah, because I think people are panicking with some of this stuff.
Maybe
Yeah.
because someone bought.
Yeah, someone bought
2 of
multiples.
them
He's
by
a filthy scalping
Yeah.
hoe.
So we've got
Do it on purpose.
Captain Paleon there, which is pretty
That mustache,
cool.
though.
Uses that officer body. Yeah. Officer body. Got the cool Heir to the Empire logo, and the artwork is nice. That's PC 359. And then you got Grand Admiral Thrawn. And this is a different version. This is the 3rd vintage collection version of Thrawn. So we've had Rebels, the Ahsoka, and then now the book version. And they are all slightly different.
That's good, at least.
Yeah. And this one comes with a Ysalarmi or whatever, which even in 1991 I thought was dumb, but whatever.
You don't like his weird slug kitty cat?
I didn't like them. I didn't like his monster bodyguard guy either. But
Man.
and then finally we have Alan Moore. So you can put him next to your Watchmen figures and he can get upset.
He acts like Alan Moore in that book too.
Yeah, he kind of does. This is Joris Saboeth. You got that extra U in there. You know what that means. If you know, you know. I have a complicated relationship with Heir to the Empire.
Oh?
It's crazy that you don't like it. I think it's amazing.
It doesn't hold up.
I just read it. It holds up. It's good. You're nuts.
Wait, wasn't that clear? Your glass.
Oh, I got water, dude. Like I had.
Oh,
Out on
okay.
Oh my
This
god, I
is
didn't see that
intense.
before. What the fuck? That's so thick.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
what we were
missed the
talking
whole
about.
I heard you talk about it, but I couldn't
Blood.
see it because I was on the starting soon screen.
Oh yeah, I'm drinking.
Oh,
Yeah,
Friday the
that
13th.
shit just looked like paint.
Yeah. Yeah.
That can't be
It's
good
just
for your
paint.
insides.
I'm interested to see what things look like tomorrow morning.
Oh no. It's gonna be so thick.
One way or the other.
red poop.
But that's it. That's all I got. That was
Pepto Bismol.
yeah.
Oh god, G Mercus, any of y'all collect the Indie Adventure series line? I'm 30 customs made deep once they hit clearance. I mean, it's great because a bunch of dudes in suits, so makes sense.
I am actually looking for the Club Obi-Wan Han. That's the only one I need.
The indie?
Yeah.
Han. I think
Where
I sold mine
was
to you,
it?
didn't I?
Exclusive?
He was an Amazon exclusive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant to say Indy. I said Han. Club Obi-Wan.
Yeah, we were confused, but we got
It's late.
it.
I have a few of the adventure series, mostly just indie, and then any random person that like I get, like cheaply. And I will say, I got Sala not too long ago. I think I paid $8 for it, and that is $8 too much. That has to be like it's up there with the Dungeons and Dragons movie figures for just terrible figures. It's really bad.
I met him at
Like,
C2E2.
It's not as cheap as those Dungeons and Dragons movie figures, but it's like the likeness is not good at all. The articulation doesn't work just because it's blocked by all like his clothes and stuff. It's just a terrible figure.
Mm.
But the indies have all been cool.
Mm-hmm. I met Sala at C2E2.
You did?
Mm-hmm. He was there signing autographs, and the wife wanted to get his autograph because he also played Gimli in Lord of the Rings.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't realize it either.
You didn't know that?
Of course I did. Fuck off.
Oh, fuck you.
What about the classic TV show Sliders?
But yeah, he was super
There's a
nice.
Secret Galaxy video on that. There's a link in the right here.
Below.
Click right here.
The show was not about tiny hamburgers, though. So,
Which I wish it was.
I will say, start checking Ollie's because they had the last for the Indiana Jones because he said he was still looking for.
Oh,
because
I think those have come.
Well, I saw some tonight, but they were like the last wave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw his granddaughter from the newest movie.
Daughter.
Yeah, I saw her, and I thought I saw a couple others there. I didn't really look through them that much because I was more shocked at the pile of starting lineup figures.
There's a big pile.
Mm-hmm.
The Luca one makes even more sense now that he no longer plays for the Mavericks. I'm sure you guys all know that. I don't know what I'm.
Yeah, totally.
Is that the guy that was in the big pile?
He was one of them.
Yeah.
That's probably why he's in the big pile.
Yeah.
That jersey.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Club Obi-Wan President Hulk is on Big Bad Toy Store still, but he's too expensive.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Are you talking about Red Hawk or are you talking about Club Obi-Wan Indiana Jones?
Talking
about Red Hulk.
Okay.
Club Obi-Wan.
Okay. G Marcus does agrees. Oh yeah, Sala head is so bad. If the Gimli wasn't 1/10, I would have used that face.
Yeah, and Gimli looks nothing like him, and that would still work better because they put a lot of makeup on. Like he's not even in 90% of the movie.
Yeah.
You talking about?
Because he had.
You're talking about?
Yeah, he had
Sala.
Terrible reaction to the makeup. Like it's his stunt double through most of the movie, or his little person double or whatever.
Oh, you're talking about Gimli. Okay.
Yeah.
I was very confused.
You know what bugs me in The Hobbit is when they have female. What is he? A troll? Cave troll?
Excuse me, he's a dwarf.
A dwarf.
They're natural sprinters.
But they in The Hobbit they show the females, and they were making that joke that they had beards, and I was like, they do. And then they show them in that movie, and they don't have beards. Were they being serious, or were they just making a joke?
I think they were making a joke.
Yeah, and if they really didn't have beards.
I didn't understand that at the time.
Yeah. It's Middle Earth humor. It's a little bit.
You got to be there.
Yeah.
It's not like Club Obi-Wan Han.
Right.
Yeah, not highbrow. Definitely not highbrow.
Well, on that note, If you enjoyed this live stream, please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out our other content. I promise it's better.
I like this one. What are you talking about?
You could,
As
I was
always-
trying to think the whole show. We could have done a Dr. Richard Kimball reference from The Fugitive.
Yeah, how could you?
Club Obi-Wan, Dr. Richard Kimball.
Yes.
I need that action figure too.
Yes.
As always, I'd like to thank the partner of the show, the official toy retailer of Modern Toy Fair, Nerdzoic. Head to nerdzoic.com to pre-order and order all your action figures, and check out here soon where he's going to have some pre-owned figures once he gets that all sorted out. Check all of his social media stuff as well, and his YouTube channel. All of the links are in the description below. You can check us out over on TikTok, Blue Sky, Twitter, Facebook. Join our Discord server. That's where I've been posting most of my photos lately. I need to post them to their social medias, but I'm just lazy. So come hang out, chat with us about toys, check out photos, all sorts of stuff. Link in the description below. If you'd like to help support us here at Modern Toy Fair, you can head over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair, where for $1 a month, you get all the pre-recorded videos early, you get all the photos I take early, you get access to make fake podcasts for Nate to read at the end of the show, and you get access to give us input during the podcast. Link in the description for that as well, so check that out. We greatly appreciate it. You can check out Jarmar over at brightlight.com/Jarmar_games.
Close to the sun. Close to the sun.
That's not a real thing, right?
No, it is. It's my new social media website, Bright Lights. You just
Brightlight
stare.
instead of here.
You got to make sure your brightness is all the way up. 100%
So,
of
did
your
you
phone.
use Periscope or do you remember it?
I do remember Periscope. Yes. I don't know. Is it still a thing now?
No,
Does it work
it's
anymore?
not.
Okay.
But did you use it?
Yeah. All the cool social medias. I used to be hip. Not anymore.
I don't know. You're on this one I didn't know about. You're hipper than I ever will be.
I'm just a bright star. That's all.
Oh my god. Corey, where can everyone find you?
At Club Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like the Pink Pony Club? Are you going to start
It's a
singing?
clear and present danger.
Club Obi-Wan.
That's Jack.
Do-do-do-do.
So, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be in Pittsburgh at Living Dead Weekend. If you're a horror aficionado, it's in the mall that was in Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, yeah.
And,
near where Steel City usually is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It quite possibly is going to be the last one that's at the mall because Walmart bought that mall. So,
No.
What's Walmart
So
going to do with a
Walmart-
mall?
that mall down. Walmart's going to tear that mall down. That's what they're going to do.
Tear down.
So,
Oh, dude, you can't do that.
yeah,
That's
they can.
unfortunate.
But that's like sacred ground.
That's why if you were trying to go see that mall, you better go do it now. They have
While you're there.
They have tours. You can go through the back maintenance areas where there was actual filming done. It looks in the back areas. It looks exactly like it did back then. So it's kind of cool.
Well, they don't update them kind of things, so.
Yeah, and gonna have a fun time. It was a blast last year. Had an amazing time. So I'm very excited. It's just like a party. They have special like a secret showing of a movie. This year I don't even know what it is, but they actually play it in the theater that's in the mall. So
That's cool.
it's just a blast all weekend. So it's only 2 hours away. So you got no excuses.
Well, for us.
For us.
Yeah, not everyone's 2 hours away, Corey.
I mean, I was kind of just talking to you guys.
Oh, all right. Well,
Oh,
They're like, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I bought tickets. Wait, it's 8 hours.
and that's a
He
flight?
said it-
could you imagine just hearing about a place and be like, I'm gonna go buy tickets, not even look where it is.
Well, the nice man on the internet told me it was only 2 hours away.
Like 2 hours away.
the nice man on the internet.
Kyle, the nicest man on the
Oh, my
internet.
God. Fucking
Doesn't
Kyle.
understand Harrison Ford films.
None of them. Like I
Or
get like
does it?
Mosquito Coast, but like
No, I was
to
gonna
me,
say
it's pretty straightforward.
Captain America, Brave
It's
New
what-
World.
It's what lies beneath, you know.
Nate, you
Yeah.
got anything for us?
Be sure to spay and neuter your pets and control the pet population.
We need to control the people population is what we need to control.
Yes, we would try it.
Get
Everybody's
your friends
getting mad at
spayed
us
or
when-
neutered. And
Yeah.
on that note, hopefully see you next week.
Yeah,
Same
it's
toy
inside.
time, same toy fair channel. Thank you for watching.